What's up, guys? The Bad Wolf here. Okay, so I got a question about firearms, all right, and being a U.S. national. Some people were like, well, I'm a felon and this and that. If I get myself back to U.S., or U.S. national status or state citizen status, status as a national, can I get a firearm? Um, First of all these videos are for educational purposes only. Um, I honestly don't know, so this is kind of a hard one. But what I have to say is that if you did that, from what I've been able to see from other people's videos who kind of lightly talk about it, I've never seen anybody fully just address this issue. Um, I would say yes. I mean, I'm not the line in the sand that is actually going to make it happen. But here's the theory of it: is you are born with two sets of rights. Okay, one is a U.S. national, one is a U.S. citizen. As a U.S. citizen, what goes on in that jurisdiction is that jurisdiction. Okay, so it's kind of like if you go by your buddy's house. Same thing as like a Masonic fraternity. Everybody thinks that we're all connected and we all have this super massive network and whatever else. It's actually not true. Whatever happens in one house, unless it's so bad that other people hear it. But if you have a good rep with this neighbor and then you go to another neighbor, you can still do what you want to do over there. So I would have to believe that if you did have stuff in your record that prevented you from that, applying for it as a citizen, that if you applied for it as a U.S. national, you should be in the clear. But what all rights do you get, I guess, from there as a U.S. national? Well, I haven't pulled all my information, but once again, from other people who have done this kind of stuff, supposedly a lot of your, I don't want to say your past and history and debts and some crime, not really crimes, but tickets, statutes, things of that nature, maybe even crimes, I don't know. I have heard that a lot of that goes away once you declare it. Now, does it really go away, or does it still yet just sit on their system and it's more so they can't F with you because you're in another person's jurisdiction? It's kind of like when you see the police get up to the, line of their official jurisdiction. Wisconsin cop can't cross over into Illinois and write tickets. They can pursue you technically into that state. They're supposed to get permission beforehand to let them know because it's not their jurisdiction. That's clean and cut. Um, so they can pursue you, but really they're not supposed to continue to follow you in there. And so in which case that might be something that can get thrown out. But anyway, so ultimately you should be, I'm not saying that this is going to be the golden gun here, but for the average person who does want to have firearms, I believe in the application it does ask you of your nationality or country or whatever else, in which case you'd be a U.S. national. So they ask you for a reason on there. So I'd have to believe that they wouldn't be asking you for that if there wasn't something to it. And remember, the forefathers who built this country actually, wanted everybody to have guns. They promoted that. So you're kind of going back to getting that sovereign status in buying and applying for things and whatever else once you become, or once you activate or declare or live in the private as a sovereign or a state citizen, U.S. national, however you want to see it and say it. But here's the thing: you're not going to get like a parade and flowers and candy and stuff sent to you in this big announcement on TV. It's just a private thing. I mean, a lot of people are, what good is this? What all do you get? There's a lot of things you get, and there's a lot of rights and benefits, or rights that you get and benefits that go away. And to me, rights are way better than benefits because rights are God given. You can't take those away. But benefits and privileges can be gone when they want them gone. So that in a nutshell is really all I can give you guys on that one. Is just as far as the firearm part, you go back to being an American with sovereign ability to buy guns and do things of that nature. So obviously, just because you're a felon doesn't mean you're necessarily a bad person. Obviously, there's ones out there who are like, oh, well, I'm going to try it. That's up to you. Can't stop you. This is knowledge is knowledge. Kung Fu Master teaches. What people do with it is on them. But for the average person, yes. Some people are like, well, will the process be shorter, this or that? I don't know. I haven't gone through it. But you have full rights, and that's what the Constitution was based off of. And a lot of people are like, well, I didn't get my constitutional rights when you were doing this or that. Probably because you were doing it as a citizen, and as a citizen, you're not held to the Constitution. You're held to their version of the Constitution, statutes and laws and bylaws and things of that nature. Whereas the Constitution is what it is. And the Constitution is not a declaration of your rights per se. It's saying that these things, you can do all these things, but these are the things that they stand for, and they will not allow you to be infringed upon. So you're elevated back to that sovereign level. So all I would suggest is that if you have done some stuff and you're in that situation, to start living a better life, and do right. Don't just try to continue to do some bullshit. So that's about it, guys. Hopefully that answers your question. I would say just do it for yourself, and then hey, let me know and I'll make an update on that. And we'll know, because I can't do everything. So you, as fellow wolves out there, chopping it up in the wilderness, when you guys have that information, bring it back to me and make a video. That's what it is. And trying to share all of this so that people can wake up and find out more about their rights and start living free instead of oppressed. So that's about it. Don't forget to send in those donations. Any amounts help, as always. $2, $5, 50 cents, $1,000. Hey, whatever you guys want to do. $1 million, that'd be great. Because I know some of you guys are millionaires out there, so you can definitely make the box ring. But that's about it, guys. So hopefully your families are good. Take care of yourself. I got some more videos to make on my 1 day off this week. So I will talk to you later. Stay wise, stay smart, and stay tuned for more videos. Catch you later. Bad Wolf, over and out.